Welcome to the channel, The Modern Creative, where we help you become a better producer. Today we're looking at Streichfett. This is a string synthesizer by Waldorf. Came out years ago. This is something that I always wanted. I picked it up on Reverb a couple of weeks back, and I've been using it in the most subtle way. Now, why I think it's good. Number one, those of you that want to get into synthesis, but you don't have the time or the energy to get into the learning curve, this thing is really easy to set up. Basically just plug it in via USB into your computer. That will automatically connect to, in my case, Logic Pro, using it as an external instrument. Then you connect either stereo or mono into your audio interface, and that's it. So I'm going to show you all the details here, but let's get right into Streichfett string synthesizer by Waldorf. Alright, so just by way of example, let me just show you how it works within the context of a song, what it sounds like. This is a new song I'm working on. Sincerely, Iris is the artist, and so this section needs a lift, and this is where Streichfett Waldorf comes into play. So what you're hearing now does not have it. Here we go. So in my head, I thought we need a lift. Didn't have to be anything dramatic, but we needed something to happen. So again, the way I connected this via USB, and the inputs that I am connecting to receive the audio, so to speak, is 33 and 34. The MIDI is being received from Streichfett and it's going to Streichfett, and this is how we're generating the sound. Let's go ahead and check this out. Alright, so you're hearing a very pretty version of this. This thing can sound very wacky as well, but you can hear the lift. You can hear how this is now changing the overall scope here. This is a very interesting unit. I want to pick it apart, and I want to just show you some of the perks when working with a desktop or mini synthesizer like this. So let me move to another session here. Alright, we're dialed into a Logic session. I'm opening up what we call an external instrument inside of Logic Pro. Again, the MIDI destination is the Streichfett, and then the input 3334 in stereo is then being connected. Now, to make this interesting, I'm going to take an Apple loop, but I'm not going to put it on the software instrument track itself. I'm going to use a dud here, just bring this up, and I will take that performance so we can have some fun with it. So let's go ahead and listen to Streichfett in action. Here we go. Let's break up all the constituents. Volume for headphone and the output of the actual unit. You've got the string section here on the left hand side. The right side we have a solo section. We can blend between these two worlds here. A very powerful ensemble button. A lot of different switches, which I'll explain later. Bottom left, we have an effect section with a very delicious reverb. And then finally on the right, memory bank, 3 of which have 4 different presets available. So let's go ahead and listen to some of these here. So without really having a lot of synthesis knowledge or not really knowing what anything does, you can kind of move pretty well. You can save user presets here if you would like to. We do have MIDI capability Modulation is MIDI CC number 1, and so you can control that. I'll do that with my controller now. So you can hear pitch bend happens, and then you also have, again, as I said, modulation connected to vibrato. Let's listen to this string section here, which is really interesting. On the left hand side we have a lever that controls the bass sound, and then both the octave up and the bass, or just the octave up. Let's take a listen to just the bass sound. Okay, let's bring both of these into action, both the higher octave and the bass. And then finally just the octave up. So this is why I love the unit, because at some point you're going to land on something special, and so it's very important to take screenshots of this and save it within your DAW. If you didn't know, you can actually save screenshots within the notepads inside of Logic Pro, but like just that sound right there, it just sounds so incredible. So lots of fun to be had here. Most enthusiastic, really just about the tone. I don't know if you can really capture this on a soft synth. It's very easy to use. I call this an entry-level synthesizer. I'm not a synth geek or anything, but I do appreciate nice tones within, you know, an in-the-box production. I really do appreciate being able to be, you know, different in some manner. Let me show you the blend between both of these worlds right here. Okay, and it's easier to hear the unique tone between these sections when you take off the ensemble here. So let's do that. So there's a great animate section down here, and it has some kind of LFO modulation. Let's see if we can get that to work. Alright, so you're hearing all that lush, almost wah-like quality. Sounds really nice. Alright, so I'll switch up to a couple of different chords, and let's check out this crescendo here, bottom left. So definitely you don't want to overcomplicate anything. Just try and dial in some sounds, but just listen to just how amazing this is when you start balancing the solo and string section. So if you're looking for a traditional string sound, this is obviously not that. This is more of a niche product. If you're just looking for something interesting, like I said, soft touches, I like it in the background, but you could definitely have this up in front. Indie music, pop music. I think this is a well-kept secret. Check it out. Go ahead and check out more demos. And if this is a product that you like, again, connectivity is really easy, and I do really think you would like it. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just think it sounds amazing. Here, I'll just do a couple more demos, and then we'll get out of here. Alright guys, thank you so much for the support. If you want to support the channel so I can keep bringing you this heat, go ahead, check out the various links in the description. For all members, we do have extended training available within the channel. And then for those of you, again, you want to check out my courses, all the links are down there. So check that out. Thank you so much for supporting the Modern Creative. We love you guys. Stay up, stay happy, stay focused on what you want, and we'll catch you next time.